Hello friends, welcome to the Ursus Technical Campus. So today's topic is transient response. We have already seen in first lecture there are two types of response, that is steady state response and transient response. So we have completed first response, that is steady state response. In that we have seen the effect of input and type of system on steady state error. Now today we will see the next response, that is transient response. So transient response of the system depends on the order of system. Transient response depends on order of system. So we have seen what is the definition of order of system. So this transient response depends on the order of the system. So let's consider second order system. For second order system, closed loop transfer function is, that is Cf of s upon R of s is equal to omega n square s square plus 2 epsilon 2 eta omega n plus omega n square. So in this transient response there are two important definitions, that is this omega n and eta. So what is eta? This is called as a damping factor. There are two important terms related to transient response, that is damping factor, that is eta. Symbol is eta. So what is damping factor? So every system has a tendency to oppose any oscillatory behavior. Means every system has a tendency to oppose this oscillatory behavior, and this opposition is called as a damping. The opposition is called as a opposition to the oscillation is called as a damping. So every system has tendency to oppose any oscillatory behavior. And this tendency is called as a damping factor. And this opposition is called as a to oscillation is called damping, and it is measured by factor. So that factor is called as damping factor. So what is damping factor? The damping which is measured by the factor is called as a damping factor. Now next important term is omega n. It is called as a natural frequency. Omega n. So which frequency is called as a natural frequency? When this eta is 0. The meaning of eta is 0 means there is a no opposition to oscillation. As there is a no opposition, it oscillates with maximum frequency, because if there is no any opposition, of course it oscillates with maximum frequency, and that maximum frequency is called as a natural frequency of oscillation. So means when eta is omega n is present when eta is 0, because it only oscillates with maximum frequency when there is a no damping, that is means no opposition. Then and then only it oscillates with maximum frequency, and that maximum frequency is called as a natural frequency. When eta equal to 0 means there is no opposition to oscillation. No opposition to oscillation. Then system oscillate with maximum frequency. Oscillates with maximum frequency, and that maximum frequency is called as a national frequency, and this is called as a natural frequency of oscillation. So let's see what is the effect of this damping factor on closed loop poles. Effect of damping factor, that is eta, on closed loop poles. Effect of eta on the position of closed loop pole. So we know how poles are obtained. In very first lecture we have seen, that is, to obtain poles we have to equate the denominator to 0, and when we have to obtain the 0 we have to equate numerator value to 0. So let's first write second order transfer function. It is nothing but omega n square s square plus 2 eta omega n s plus omega n square. So when closed loop, how closed loop obtains, we have to equate this denominator to 0. Closed loop poles are, because we have seen the definition of pole, s square plus 2 eta omega n s plus omega n square equal to 0. So this is one of the quadratic equation. We have to obtain the factor. Then and then only we will get the value of pole, that is S1 and S2. As order of this system is 2, there are 2 poles. So let's find the factor. So it is by formula S is equal to minus 2 eta omega n plus or minus under root, that is we have to use this formula, that is minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So here b is nothing but 2 eta omega n. So 2 eta omega n square minus 4 into a is nothing but 1 and c is nothing but w n square upon 2. This 2 get cancelled, so we have 2 pole, that is s equal to minus plus this root, and second poles are here, minus sign will come. So there are 2 poles, minus eta omega n plus minus. After solving this bracket, what we will get? 4 eta square omega n square minus 4 omega n square. So after solving this, we will get minus omega eta omega n plus or minus omega n eta square minus 1. So from this equation we are observing that the 2 poles position depends on the value, that is eta, because frequency is constant, that is natural frequency, so it will depends on damping factor. So let's see the various rules, let's see the various values of damping factor and according to that the position of pole. So let's take for when this eta value is greater than 1 but less than infinity. Simply put the value in above formula. So when eta is greater than 1 but less than infinity, as it is pole will come, that is S1 is equal to minus eta omega n plus omega n under root eta square minus 1, and next is S2 is equal to minus eta omega n, here minus sign will come, omega n eta square minus 1. So we obtain root, these roots are real and unequal and negative. Here you are observing that negative. So roots are real, unequal and negative. So we have seen first effect of damping factor, when damping factor value is greater than 1 but less than infinity. Now next condition is when eta value is 1. So simply put eta value 1 in given equation. So S1 S2 will be minus, here eta will become 1, so only omega n will come, plus minus omega n under root 1 minus 1. So this whole term will become 0 and their two poles are S1 S2 is equal to minus 1, means two double poles are obtained, but at which value? Omega n. Double poles at minus omega n. So now next, when eta is greater than 0 but less than 1. Third condition is when this eta is greater than 0 but less than 1. So when this value will becomes less than 1, if we put eta value 1, it will become complex. When eta is less, this under root bracket will become complex. Complex means their j term will come, that is S1 S2 is equal to minus eta omega n plus minus j. This j indicate this is complex, 1 minus eta square. And now fourth condition is when eta is 0. So S1 S2 is equal to, as eta is 0, this minus eta omega n will become 0, here only come plus minus omega n, here minus 1, so under root minus 1 means j. So this S1 S2 is equal to plus minus j omega n. So this is, there are 4 conditions, and according to that condition, that position of the poles get changed. So there is a response. So this is the effect of damping factor or eta on position of closed loop poles. In next lecture we will see their response for this different damping factor, and in that response we have two important one response only, that is underdamped response and related to terms related to that response. So in next lecture we will see the response for this different damping factor and some transient response specification. Thank you.